In today's news, Honorable Smith rejoins Wheatley government. BVI Christian Council rejects government decision to sponsor Vibes Cartel concert. Education to receive boost. Office of Gender Affairs leads food donation initiative. 2025 ESHS school sports, and CCT provides updates on network. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns. Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 7. Introducing Travi Rose, Creative Director. Alex Lake, Businessman. Sean Black, Cinematographer. Dakari Wheatley Adams, Content Creator. Donandre Millwood, Educator and Musician. Hashim Dream, Entertainer. James Todman Sr., Contractor. Dr. Albert Tompkins, Psychotherapist. Walter Barrett, Author. Rakim Todman, Producer and Engineer. Kamal Letson, Photographer. Roosevelt Smith III, Sales Manager and Hospitality Professional. Leland Abraham, IT Technician and Cybersecurity Analyst. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, every Wednesday at 8 p.m., exclusively on 284 Media. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redefine yourself through the stories of real-life heroes. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, Raising a Generation of Greatness. Voted Top 35 Gentleman Podcast Worldwide by FeedSpot and BI Icon Award winner. Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Tuesday's wish to all. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast, breaking news out of a statement today by the Honorable Dr. Natalia Wheatley, Leader of Government Business, just over 4 months after her unceremonious dismissal. At-large Representative, the Honorable Lorna Smith, OBE, is returning to the Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley's cabinet in a role similar to her previous position, according to a joint announcement made today.
The Honorable Lorna Smith, OBE, will return to the ranks of government. Her invaluable support to me during the Asia mission and the international respect she commands in the field of financial services and among the business community clearly demonstrates that her experience would be best utilized as a member of the government for the benefit of our economy and people at this time. I'm personally pleased to have her back and to have her support. I'll be recommending to His Excellency the Governor that she be appointed Minister of State for Financial Services and Economic Development. This is a senior role within the government, necessary to both reflect her experience and to reinforce her position when dealing with external stakeholders. I'll be talking with the Governor to assess how we best put this into effect quickly. In her role, Honorable Smith will be responsible for financial services, including domestic banking, economic diversification and investment promotion, and trade and investment, including shared responsibility for climate finance. The expansion of the Virgin Islands small and medium-sized enterprises sector will also be within her remit. Additionally, the ministry will be responsible for business regulation, economic planning, and consumer affairs. As you would expect, Honorable Smith will lead engagement on these subjects nationally and internationally, engaging with foreign governments, international organizations, and other external stakeholders, including business, investors, and media. We'll work very closely together to ensure consistency and cohesion of government policy.
The cabinet reshuffle comes at the expense of Dr. the Honorable Carl Dawson, who has been stripped of his title as Junior Minister for Agriculture and Fisheries. Wheatley has announced plans to appoint Dawson as the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly, a position currently held by at-large Representative the Honorable Stacey Mathar, who sits with the opposition.
The Honorable Carl Dawson will no longer serve as Junior Minister for Agriculture and Fisheries. He has made a tremendous contribution to the work of this government in these key areas. I commend him for his dedication and commitment to our farmers and fisher folk. I'm pleased that as a member of my government, he will continue to support me in my capacity as the minister for these subjects and be the parliamentary focal point in these areas. Additionally, I'll be writing to the clerk to give notice of my intention to move a motion to make Honorable Dawson Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. He has a wealth of experience and is more than capable of holding such a position.
Smith's return marks a drastic reversal from last year's cabinet shakeup. Smith appeared alongside the Premier in a special announcement to confirm the reinstatement.
At the Premier's invitation, as he said, I recently joined the BVI delegation on a mission to Asia. There, I engaged with longtime friends and associates who have worked with our country over many years. While we remain optimistic about the future of our key economic sectors, there is no denying that the growing concerns and challenges are there. How we respond is critical and will determine our continued positive standing, not only in Asia, but globally. I firmly believe that given my experience and long-standing relationships, I can make a meaningful contribution to that response. And I believe I can best serve our country in the role that the Premier has just outlined. Throughout my career, I have been driven by a singular mission: to secure a brighter future for the Virgin Islands and its people. That future is only possible if we build a resilient economy, one that provides opportunities for all Virgin Islanders. The growth and development of our business sector, particularly our financial services, is central to that vision. One of my core focuses in this role will be ensuring that more Virgin Islanders see themselves in this industry, not just as bystanders, but as active participants and as beneficiaries.
The administration has provided limited information about the timeline for the official transition of responsibilities. The move also strengthens the government's numbers in the House of Assembly, members to 8-5 ratio with the opposition. More to come as the story develops. The BVI Christian Council in the Virgin Islands, in a recent statement, stated its disappointment in sponsoring of the upcoming Vibes Cartel concert by the government of the Virgin Islands. The statement came after meetings were held with the Christian Council and the Premier of the Virgin Islands, Dr. the Honorable Natalia de Wheatley, who has led the government's support to local promoters in sponsoring the upcoming show. The statement said, and I quote, "We recently met with the Premier, Dr. the Honorable Natalia de Wheatley, to discuss several pressing topics, including youth development initiatives and the Church's vital role in shaping a better future for our nation. While our conversations," they said, "were positive on many fronts, we must address a matter of significant concern: the government's decision to support the upcoming concert of artist Vibes Cartel on Saturday, March 15th, 2025. This proposed event," they said, "as well as others that promote messages misaligned with our values, compels us to speak out, not only because of its immediate impact, but because it represents a pivotal moment in our cultural and moral trajectory." The BVI Christian Council further stated, and I quote, "As the watchdog they call themselves of our nation and the conscience of our community, the BVICC recognizes that our past silence and slow response to issues undermining our moral fabric have contributed to the challenges we face today. Too often," they said, "we have allowed concerns to remain within private discussions, hoping they would resolve themselves. But we now see that our action has led to lasting consequences." They continued by saying, "We are committed to correcting this pattern and to providing a stronger, more consistent voice of issuing impactful messaging that is of the nation's well-being. Some of our concerns presented by Our Body are in relation to the Vibes Cartel, as well as similar artists, and they include erosion of values, impact on youth and society, and financial and moral cost. Now, viewers, the council further demolished and adhered that the Premier reconsider the decision, stating, and I quote, "We respectfully urge the Premier and the government of the Virgin Islands to reconsider this decision, as we firmly believe this could be a defining moment in our nation's territory history. Let us be judged favorably in the future as a people who stood firm in safeguarding our moral principles and who left a legacy of integrity for the next generation." Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
No, top of power.
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. The government of the Virgin Islands is marking its largest investment yet in upgrading the territory schools with a commitment of $2.5 million in 2025 to enhance infrastructure, improve safety, and modernize learning environments. Minister for Education, Youth Affairs, and Sports, the Honorable Sharibi De Castro, made the announcement during the official launch of Education Month, emphasizing that schools must be more than just buildings. They should be safe, modern, and conducive to learning. Honorable De Castro stated that guided by the structural assessments, of course, in collaboration with other stakeholders, have been identified for completion this year.
Guided by structural assessments that we did on all our public schools, we have identified essential remedial works that require urgent attention. These include waterproofing buildings, repairing roofs, replacing outdated windows and doors, and installing backup power generators. We are upgrading plumbing and air conditioning systems to ensure students and teachers have access to reliable water and a comfortable learning environment. We are also strengthening security by installing new systems to enhance the safety of our schools.
The government's investment in education infrastructure has steadily increased over the past 3 years, from $850,000 in 2023 to now $2.5 million in 2025. Recognizing the need to fill gaps in the local labor force, the 2025 budget includes funding for the design of a new secondary educational facility focused on expanding technical and vocational education.
A world-class education system demands world-class facilities. Schools must be more than just buildings. They must be safe, modern, and conducive to learning. Over the past 3 years, we have made significant strides in improving our education infrastructure. In 2023, we invested just over $850,000 in critical school renovations. In 2024, we doubled that amount, spending $1.5 million. This year, we are making our most ambitious investment yet, $2.5 million dedicated to upgrading our schools.
Honorable De Castro also revealed that through a partnership with Unite BVI, new playgrounds have been installed at primary schools across the territory, and she provided an update on the Althea Scatliff Primary School redevelopment project.
Additionally, 5 new playgrounds have been installed in partnership with Unite BVI. The Althea Scatliff Primary School redevelopment project is currently in the design phase. While there have been some delays, Unite BVI is finalizing project costings and securing necessary approvals. Once designs are approved, we will provide a definitive timeline for construction, which we expect to commence this year. Furthermore, funding has been allocated in this year's budget for the design of a secondary educational facility that supports the development and expansion of critical technical and vocational skills needed to fill the gaps in our local labor force.
Additionally, Honorable De Castro emphasized that the investments are not just about repairs, but about resilience.
By addressing these essential needs, we are ensuring that our schools are prepared to withstand environmental challenges, creating learning spaces that are not only safe, but are built to endure. A great education system requires more than just walls and roofs, however. It needs resources that bring learning to life. In 2023, we spent approximately $650,000 on classroom resources. In 2024, we tripled our commitment, investing $1.9 million. Through a consultative approach with educators, we have identified and prioritized resource needs across core subject areas like science, mathematics, languages, and music. Additionally, as part of our expanded STEAM initiative, our schools have been equipped last year with 58 smart boards, 18 photocopiers, 360 iPads, 238 chess kits, and hundreds of robotics kits already introduced in our classrooms.
In honor of International Women's Day, the Office of Gender Affairs, in collaboration with key public and social agencies, donated groceries from a food drive initiative to support single parents in need. This initiative was in partnership with gender focal points in the public service as well as statutory bodies aimed to alleviate food insecurity while promoting gender equality, equity, and community empowerment. Through this collaborative effort, 7 single mothers and fathers received essential food boxes who were associated with programs at the Social Development Department, as well as the Family Support Network, bringing relief and encouragement to those facing financial challenges. International Women's Day is a global event celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women while advocating for gender equality. The 2025 theme, and I quote, "For all women and girls' rights, equality, empowerment," underscores the importance of ensuring that every woman and girl has access to their fundamental rights, equal opportunities, and the support needed to thrive. This initiative aligns with the theme by addressing food insecurity among vulnerable single mothers and fathers, reinforcing the commitment to gender equality, equity, and community empowerment. The Gender Affairs Coordinator, Ms. Patricia Hackett, highlighted the significance of the initiative, stating, and I quote, "This effort aligns with our mandate to advocate for gender equality and to support the most vulnerable members of our community. By working together with key agencies, we can make a significant difference in the lives of single parents who often bear the brunt of economic hardships. We hope to continue and expand this initiative to reach even more families in need, particularly in the Sister Islands." Meanwhile, Director of the Family and Children Support Services, Ms. Laurel Freeman, expressed appreciation for this initiative, stating, and I quote, "We really appreciate this assistance provided by Ms. Hackett and her team. It has created a partnership between the Social Development Department, the Office of Gender Affairs, and the other agencies that have collaborated to put a smile on the faces of single mothers and single fathers." They were very appreciative, she said, of the assistance, and I hope this can continue and expand further into the community because we know there are other persons out there who really need this support. Ms. Prudence Charles Phillip, acting executive director of the Family Support Network, stated that she was extremely happy and grateful that single mothers received food baskets from this initiative. Additionally, she said she appreciated that Ms. Hackett gave words of encouragement to the single parents, stating, "You are a strong woman and continue to strive with greatness." This year marks 50 years since the United Nations began a global celebration of IWD and declared March 8 as International Women's Year. In 1977, the General Assembly adopted a resolution to simply proclaim a United Nations Day for Women's Rights, which has catapulted into a national day of recognition. All member states were called upon to designate March 8 as a International Women's Day. It has since been recognized that women's rights needed to be fully supported to end discrimination against them. Up next, viewers, we have much more coming up. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Yo, everything good there?
Why? This thing got me one way that day.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I watching ball. I've been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Remind me to renew my insurance before I leave.
Just do it online with CG. Remember when my week-long vacation became a month-long excursion? Yeah, we ended up stuck in Saskatchewan, and I lived off the land for a month. Turns out I'm a natural born ice fisher. Anyway, I renewed my insurance online. You never know.
An online portal that's convenient and simple. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. Fleming House of the Elmore Stout High School has claimed the title, the 2025 Elmore Stout High School Inter-House Champions, emerging victorious in a closely contested two-day competition held at the A.O. Shirley Recreation Grounds on Thursday and Friday. Arca Mulhanes has more on this report.
In a thrilling battle for supremacy, Fleming House, also known as House 3, tallied 603 points, narrowly edging out Old New House, which finished second with 597.5 points to be crowned the 2025 Elmore Stout High School Inter-House Champions. Carlisle House took third place with 594.5 points, while Lexham House placed fourth with 591 points, making for one of the closest finishes in recent history. The Victress Lodorum title was jointly shared by Mackenzie Crabb and Danielle Clark, who both amassed 50 points in outstanding performances across multiple events. Meanwhile, the Victor Lodorum Award was also shared, with Caden Freites and Bryson Walters both securing 48 points each, showcasing their all-around athletic abilities. The competition saw electrifying races, field events, and intense rivalries as student athletes put on an impressive display of speed, strength, and endurance in pursuit of championship glory. Take a look at some of those highlights from the 200-meter events.
And they're off, clean start on the 15 girls 200-meter run. Too early for me to call. They're looking pretty good coming off the bend. I see a lot of blue on top. House number 2, I'm seeing you guys on the inside. House number 4, but I see house number 2 on the outside. Morgan doing it big in lane number 8 on the inside. That's lane number 2. Desiree McMaster Jacolia Jones, house number 2. Who's gonna take it? Seems like Morgan on the outside doing it again. Representing the big bad blue. It's a clean start. 200-meter run. I see Fleming House out on top. Eating up a lot of real estate. That's Fleming out on top. Doing it big. Bryson Walters hitting that straight away first. Bryson Walters, big hands, big feet. Sebastian trying to close, but it's all Bryson Walters taking it from line to line. Lane number 7, give him a hand, guys. It's a clean start on the 17 girls 200-meter run. That's Crab on the inside, green top, black bottoms, Letsome House doing it big. Mackenzie Crab, versatility. The 200-meter run following in her father's footsteps. That's Mackenzie Crab, house number 1. Lane number 5, pushing through to the line, guys. Cheer her on. Gives the point at the end. There goes Logan takes second. Thomas takes third. George. And they're off. The big guy, Tiandre Fred, house number 2, blue top, black bottoms, out on top, running for that time, lane number 7. Keep your eyes on the inside. House number 2, Tiandre Fred doing it big. Lane number 7, Marquise on the inside, but it's all Tiandre Fred. Line to line, running for the time. There you have it, guys.
Fred was flying. Fred was flying in that.
And they're off. Clean start, 18+ girls, 200-meter run. Denise Clark, Shira Stout. They're out. Trevenise Johnson up on top. Clark making her move. Shira Stout on the inside. Clark on the outside. Who's going to take it? Mano y mano.
Shira's in control.
Denise Clark looking good. Shira Stout making her move. Denise pushing. Denise Clark. And it's a clean start. 18+ boys, 200-meter run. Exactly as I said, Wood is out up top. Jaden trying to close. Corner hits the straightaway first.
Here he goes, coming down the line. This looks like it's tight. It's going to be a tight one. Here comes Jaden's going to take it. Mario's coming. It's going to be the end. What is it? Oh, like Mario got that one.
With another memorable edition of the Elmore Stout High School Inter-House Championships now in the books, Fleming House celebrates their well-earned victory, while the other houses will undoubtedly look forward to next year's showdown. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Caribbean Cellular Telephone Limited has acknowledged widespread service disruptions across its British Virgin Islands network Wednesday, attributing the outage to ongoing infrastructure upgrades. CEO of CCT, Mr. Avrad Pan, apologized to customers while emphasizing the importance of the improvements. He said, and I quote, "We understand how crucial our services are to our daily lives, and we, the businesses, as well as take these disruptions seriously." He said, and I quote, "Your patience during this period has been remarkable." The telecommunications provider encouraged affected customers to contact its customer service team at 444-4444 or through the company's Facebook page for assistance. Now, Carl Dayson, CCT's Chief Technical Officer, reported that engineering teams are working, and I quote, "around the clock to complete the upgrades, which are designed to improve network reliability, speed, as well as capacity." He said, and I quote, "I'm pleased to report that we are making steady progress and expected to have the improvements fully implemented very soon." Dayson said, thanking technical staff for their exceptional dedication and responsiveness during this intensive upgrade period. Now, viewers, the company did not provide specific details about the nature of the upgrades or a definitive timeline for completion, but indicated, and I quote, "an exciting announcement related to the improvements would be forthcoming in the next few weeks." CCT encouraged customers to join the company's WhatsApp channel for more frequent updates on the progress of the network as well as its various enhancements. That is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. In addition, follow us on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates. I'm Ron Grant. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Tuesday. Goodbye.